Howdy, howdy, everyone. Mob Ross here with another episode of Between Two Wolves. We're doing another one of our mods today. Howdy, Zale. How are you?
Hey, Mavros, I'm good. How about yourself?
Fantastic. Thank you for asking. Where are we? This is a very different lobby than we've done so far.
It's a very cozy lobby. Some might not know this is the ephemeral corridors, also known as roguelike by some of the older community. But yeah, we're here playing roguelike today.
Excellent. And why'd you pick roguelike?
Honestly, roguelike is a very special place in my heart. It's one of the funnest game modes or pieces of content in Monumenta, I believe. It's just fast paced, just run after run after run. So much adrenaline. Yeah, it's fun.
Agreed. I'm glad to hear.
Alright, you ready?
Ready.
Alright, let's do this.
So I'm just going to be keeping pace with you because you're more of a speedrunner on this and I'm slower. Do you grab the maps?
Yeah, I usually like to grab the map. It really helps with keeping track of rooms and whatnot. Hey, perfect.
Very good. I've blinked out on how to use these.
Did you put in the cartography table by any chance?
There we go. Took me a second. I was used to a crafting table. Cool.
Yeah. The wonders of updating Minecraft.
So, why don't you tell us how you started Monumenta? How'd you find it? When'd you start the game? What drew you to becoming a mod? All that.
So I, like many other people, I started Monumenta because I saw a YouTube video by Duralius, and being an ex-Skyblock community member, I guess, I got bored of it, and I was like, man, might as well check out the server. And I just started playing it, Actually, it's almost my 2-year anniversary of being on Monumenta.
Hey.
I started, late October. And ever since then, I've been playing. The CTM genre, I'm not really used to it. I knew about it because of like old Minecraft videos. It's like, Team Canada with Vintage Beef, Etho, Pause on Pause. That's where I really got to, Good as well. And Zisto, I guess.
Is he Canadian?
Yeah, maybe?
I never knew that.
I honestly don't know. But yeah, that's how I remember the CTM genre, and I don't know, it's just been so refreshing, piece of Minecraft that I've never played before.
Very good. What drew you to becoming a mod?
I think this was during last year, during May. I think my main push was Zero. He used to be a moderator. It's just, I just found I had spare time on my hands to help people out, so I was like, why not try it out? And here I am, been a moderator for over a year now, and been going pretty good.
That's generous of you. So how'd you come up with your username?
Oh, it's a little bit embarrassing, but, so back then, little kid, little Zaleting, it was this TV show, right? It's called Ninjago, Lego Ninjago.
Yeah. I didn't watch it, but I know of it.
Yeah, I used to be obsessed with that show. And, back then, fusions were like really cool in the early 2000s. You got like Gogeta, you got like, Omegamon from Digimon. And
I'm seeing where this is going, yeah.
Yeah, so I thought, why not combine the two characters? It's like, you had Kai and Jay. I believe that's what they're called. So I combined those two, and I was like, Jai, got lightning and fire. It's like, well, that's a pretty cool combination. And then you got Zane and Cole. I was like, It's like, what's their combination? I was like, Zeo. I was like, okay, that's a cool name. And then when I started playing Minecraft Pocket Edition, that was my first interaction with Minecraft. I was like, what kind of username could I think up with? And I was like, oh, why not just use one of my Lego Ninjago names? So I put Zeo, and then I don't know where I got the ting from, honestly. That one's a little bit out there, but I just, add the ting at the end and come up with Zeo ting. Yeah, that's I guess that's my origin story there.
We'll get on the reboot for the Monumenta movie. We'll make sure to cover that.
The Monumenta.
Your origin story, yeah.
Yeah, it's dark and gritty. Yeah, thank you.
How bad is your caffeine addiction, if you have
caffeine? I wouldn't say I have too much of a caffeine addiction. I used to be addicted to sugar, honestly. back in like middle school and high school, I used to buy these Thai tea cans, right? They're like, pretty big cans. And they had like 30, 40 grams of sugar per can.
Oh my
And
word.
I'd used to chug one like in the morning, and sometimes I'd chug another one at night. So I was like, imagine like 60 grams of sugar in like a day. And I did that pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. Restock on the weekends.
Childhood
And
metabolisms are an amazing thing.
pretty much, I still think I have a pretty high metabolism, but yeah, I kind of weaned off of caffeine. I don't really like coffee, in all honesty. Like, I really like sweet stuff. I can't really do like dark coffee or like coffee by itself. It has to be like a latte with a bunch of sugar and half and half.
Sure. I get you.
Yeah, but pretty much, no, not too big on caffeine. I kind of just slug it out throughout the day.
Nice, nice. What's your favorite CTM map? Even if it's one you just watched from Team Canada or such.
I really like the Ridgecraft series. I never played them personally, but just watching them play through it, these old school CTM maps where it's just lava everywhere, and it's just like just a certain block type was like interesting. The only CTM map I've personally played is DE, and I never really finished my playthrough because I kind of got bored of it. But I am interested in whatever Helisio's making. It's like Ragecraft 4 or something?
Yeah. Have you his patron subs get previews from him, and he's released them. In fact, a big one just came out recently. So yeah, it's very much in progress.
Yeah, if Ragecraft 4 ever comes out, I'm definitely interested in trying it out.
I have no doubt that it will. He just finished, I don't think this is a secret just to say that he just finished the final area.
Oh, really? Cool.
So yeah, definitely happening.
Yeah, I'm super stoked about that then.
Ditto. I got completely lost, and I've been trying to catch up with you. Shows
That's
how little I
fine.
know Haunted Halls.
I'm like a little frantic too.
That is just fine.
Yeah.
What piece of Monumenta content is your absolute favorite?
Well, I think we're playing it right now. Roguelike's definitely one of my favorites. DD as well. I think DD is just unanimously just a great piece of content by everyone.
Very reasonable.
But I do also like Forum. Forum on the release was probably one of my favorite dungeons. I ran that every week for like 3 months in a row. And it's just, yeah, I also like Rod. I think I've done Rod a lot, enough to grind several remnants for my guild.
Wow.
Yeah.
And your FPF, right?
Yes, sir. FPF. So yeah, I was basically just hey, we got a new member. Do they have a remnant? If no, back to Rod for me, I guess. Yeah, just
That's good that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, of course. I'm also super stoked that they added 2 players. It's like something I've always wanted to see.
Do you have a buddy to run it with?
I did actually. It's another player. His name is KCal Black.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, he's number 1 on the leaderboard for the duos right now. He's at wave 200. I think I died at like 192, so we're pretty up there.
What do y'all use for that?
I think we both went double elk. Kind of just stayed up on the rafters, just spamming down with our artilleries. But yeah, double elk, super strong for Rod.
Very good. What is your least favorite thing in Monumenta to play?
I don't like Black Mist. I'll say it now, I do not like Black Mist. Despite me grinding like a couple hundred runs on it, I would not do Black Mist again if I had the choice. It's just something about it feels so claustrophobic and just not fun anymore,
That's funny that you pick Ephemeral Corridors and you find Black Mist claustrophobic.
Yeah, I'm kind of a hypocrite, but
I'm not calling you hypocrite. It's funny how your tastes are different depending on the genre.
Yeah, well, it's also probably because EC always has like a different set of rooms per floor, and Black Mist is just the same dark oak room, the same dark prismarine room again and again. That's how I kind of find it. Ooh. But yeah, Black Mist is definitely my least favorite.
Fair. So, if you could change anything about both pieces of content, what would you do? Of your favorites, pick one. I know you named a couple, but...
Okay,
how would you improve your most and least favorites?
Okay, so for EC, I guess I just removed the bedrock in some of the rooms just so I could speedrun it faster. Because there's some rooms that have like bedrock, or if they didn't have that one layer of bedrock, I'd be able to like dig through this certain wall, get to the spawner, get to the chest faster. And yeah, I mean, like I get it, you know, it's like you're not supposed to speedrun the rooms that fast, but you know, it's just fun for me, just to not have the bedrock. And then for Black Mist, I think it just needs a palette update, I guess. It's just really dark and gloomy. Like I get it's supposed to be like the underside of a ship, but think about it doesn't seem right to me.
That's fair.
And I just don't like the water as well. I guess that's a little bit of a skill issue on me, but whenever you fall in the water, it feels like there's like no counterplay at all.
Aside from not falling in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't have to fall, I guess. But yeah.
Gotcha.
That's
So it's the just don't die argument.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a skill issue on my part at this point.
What's your biggest skill issue moment in Monumenta that you can think of?
Oh, I've had a lot of those. Trying to think of it really quickly. There's just too many. And I've seen through my gameplay, it's like I have a really shaky mouse. I'm like really frantic, so like I can't really hit stuff. But oh, I think for a DD run specifically, it's the potions. You know, I have like the Res 5 potion that you find in the potion rooms, and it's like I know I have them, but I just never use them. You know, it's like, oh, I'm dying. Let me just not use any of my consumables.
That is quite skill issue.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's just my biggest moments. I just have like outs, but I just never use my outs. It's like that. Also, I'm gonna head to the next floor if that's okay with you.
Yeah. I'm displaying my lack of ability to navigate these.
That's okay. Ooh, Sunken Temple. This is a fun one.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just not using consumables. I guess is my biggest skill issue in general.
I get that.
Yeah.
Feel you there. If you could change anything about the server as a whole, like the design of things, and, you know, practicability was no issue, and everyone loved whatever change you made, what would you do? Dictator of Monumenta for a day. What changes about it?
That's a really hard one. Okay, if I could actually make a rule, I'd put no littering. Like if you litter, you get like a 5-minute ban. It really annoys me when people just leave items like out in the open, and it was like, why do I have so many grades? It was like, I wonder, you know. Oh, and then another thing is like, you know, you can't use potions. I know that's like a really strange thing, or you can't use potions if you're at full health. It's because I just see so many people like use potions at full health, like during a dungeon. They're like clearing out like a chest. I was like, oh, like, you know, that's a good potion. It's like, should I save it? Nah, let me just throw it out. I was like, as a potion collector, it's like a little bit annoying.
I understand that.
Yeah,
When you say potion collector, how much of a potion collector are you?
Oh, I have an entire room in my plot dedicated to potions. I even made like a specific list of potions I'm supposed to get. I have like a couple carriers of IH2. It's like enough for a barrel already. So like, yeah. There's like, you know, a bunch of carriers. At least like a barrel of each potion is good enough for me. And then even like the more expensive potions, like the roguelike frost potion, I have an entire shulker of those just sitting on them for like really hard pieces of content. And like the Halloween potions, the high fructose corn syrup, like I think I have enough candy to get like 2 carriers of them if I really wanted. Yeah, but I love potions. Yeah, one of my favorite things to do with Monumenta, honestly.
How do you feel about the new potion updates?
I haven't checked it out, but I do like it's away from vanilla. I'm just a little sad because I used to brew the speed and strength potions, so if I can't brew them anymore, it's like kind of sad because that's part of my like practical. Yeah,
I feel you there.
But if it's more accessible, then that's all the better because blaze powder was kind of hard to come by anyways. So yeah, that's all good.
Did we change the magic wands that were made from those to non blaze rods, or are those still things you can?
Those
trash
are
for
still
that?
blade rods. It's just the crafting recipe got disabled. So fun fact. So the only way to get blaze powder during that time, it was in Forum. There's like a specific brewing stand that had like 1 piece of blaze powder, and then in Sanctum, there's a specific brewing stand that has 3 blaze powder. And before Sanctum got the update, no one could take out the blaze powder. But now, it's it's a strike, and you can take whatever out. You can get like 3 blaze powder per run, which is the highest like amount of blaze powder you can get. And then I think the only other spot is in Maple Root Town. Yeah, it's Maple Root Town. It's like in this. Yeah. I think that's the OG way of getting it. Like back then, it was like 2 blaze powder with the Azacore mats. So yeah, not too many ways of getting blaze powder, but enough to like brew speed and strength. Yeah.
Very good. Who's your favorite other mod?
Ooh. Well, I'm kind of biased towards Zervo and Cringeor. They're my favorite mods, obviously. We used to run pieces of content every single week together for like a good couple months. Before I was a moderator, I'd say Nobody Pie. Nobody Pie was probably a big inspiration for me. Become a
He's
moderator.
pretty great. Why is that?
Yeah. I don't know. There's something about his interactions. I asked for help from him once, and he was really helpful. It's just like, it's like, hey, might as well just try to like, help people as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you might have cleared all the other rooms, and I'm trying to find where this one is. Are you just waiting on me?
No, I still got 2 more rooms to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You're good.
This footage is going to be pain for the EC veterans. I'm probably just missing the room over and over.
That's fine. I think I see you down there in the bottom room.
Yeah.
You're all good.
What are your thoughts on the most recent Minecraft releases, like the mob vote? Who'd you vote for?
Oh, I'm personally a big fan of the Tough Golem. Yeah, I'm kind of sad the Sniffer won, even though it was like pretty much guaranteed the Sniffer was gonna win. It's because, I don't know, the Tough Golems, they just remind me of Thaumcraft Golems, and I was like a really big fan of Thaumcraft.
Sure.
When modded Minecraft was really popular. So I was like, oh, these little things from like, back when. It just gave me this nostalgia, basically. And I was like, it's pretty cool. I really didn't want the Sniffer to win, though. I would rather have the Rascal or the Tough Golem.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The Rascal, that hurts.
the Rascal lost upon really. Yeah. Because it's like, I think it would have been really cool to see like what kind of farms like people can make like a Rascal farm just to get like items. But I guess we'll never know. So sad.
So sad.
Yeah.
When you first started as a mod, did you feel pressured to be perfect, or were things chill? How'd that go?
I think I put a little bit on myself to be like, oh, if anyone needs help, like I should get on that. Try to be my best to be a moderator. Because yeah, it's just I just wanted to be helpful, and it's like I didn't want to mess it up, but I did. Just learning Minecraft commands. It's like, oh, I forgot like how to TP items, or it's like in this specific situation, what do I do? And it's like it was fine though, because the mod team is super helpful. You have any questions, there's always a moderator willing to help. It's like, oh, you mess up, it's like, it's fine, it happens. And yeah, the mod team's always super helpful when you're new, and I really appreciated that.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah. And now it's like, I don't really feel pressure at all. Obviously, when someone needs help, I try to help them. But
Sure.
yeah.
When what's your favorite bit of drama that's happened in Monumenta?
Drama. I don't really like drama.
Oh, that can be your answer.
But I can't really say that because I've been in a couple cases. Well, at least moderator-related cases. Player theft. I don't know if I'm allowed to like talk about like player theft going on. I feel
Maybe it's best not to then.
Yeah, but with the player thefts I've seen, it's been like weeks where it's like it's like, oh, gotta check this, gotta check that, and it's just it's just really tedious in the mod work. But I don't really follow drama basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably a good way to live.
Well, I guess class balancing. I don't really consider class balancing drama, but
Okay, where is it in this room? This has been pain for. I apologize to
Okay.
everyone watching this.
oh, don't worry. So
Watching
you
me
look
go.
for the bars up top, and then you go down the
I know
ladder.
that room.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Basement level 1.
yeah. And then go straight, go to the middle room, take a right, keep going straight. Go over here, go down here. This is one of the rooms I would change, because this is bedrock between all the floors, and I would just rather dig down than go through all the ladders. And then over here, the elite spawner's tucked in this little corner.
I don't know how I missed both levels of the basement.
It's all
Well.
good, Art.
Cool.
Yep.
Do you have any cool scars and or a story that goes with it?
I have like a little scar on my leg. It's like a piece of skin that's like not fully healed. So it's like a little bump on my leg. I got it during middle school. It's really embarrassing how I got it. I think we were playing like Foursquare or something. And it was like I went for the ball, but I just skidded really hard, and like
Oof.
middle school things were like this hard concrete, you know. It wasn't like smooth over concrete. It was like concrete. It's like chunky peanut butter, basically, but for concrete. Just a bunch of rocks everywhere.
Gross.
So I skidded. Yeah, I skidded really hard, and it's like left this little bump, I guess, on my knee. It's a little weird, but yeah. Other than that, I don't really have any other scars per se.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I think I bruise really easily now I think about it. Yeah. It's just, yeah, my skin is pretty sensitive, but yeah, no scars. Not a pirate, sadly.
Oh man, disappointing.
Yeah. You want to stick together in this last Ferrari?
Yeah, we'll do. What's the most difficult technical issue that you've solved as a mod here in Monumenta?
Oh. Let me think about that. Chest is down here. Technical issues, like... Oh!
Bug solved or just any, not personal issues, but as a mod.
Yeah. I think there was an issue a couple months ago. One of the POIs, I think it was Tiny Jungle Ruin. For some reason, it was using the same mob as like Arena of Tariff mob. And the Arena of Tariff mobs, you know, if you ever done it, they drop the Soul Dust currency.
Oh
And-
yeah, that is an issue.
Yeah, so thankfully one of the players reported it. You know, they didn't like choose to abuse it for like special items. They told us, and I was like, you know, I was like, what do we do from like stopping the POI from respawning? And that's when, you know, I had to go into the master copy of the POI, break all the spawners that were causing the issue, save the POI, and just like clear out the POI in like all 3 different valleys, I guess. Yeah. And so that was
It's a
bit
good
of
way to solve it.
yeah, it's a really weird way, but I think that was the most technical one out of all of it. Yeah. It was really strange, but at least I got familiar with the POI system with that, thankfully.
Yeah, that helped. Trial by fire.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it was like only me and Pax on at that time, so it was like kind of hard. Just the 2 of us. Oh, this room's pretty fun. Yeah, this is where the speedrunning comes in handy.
Do you like speedrunning outside Monumenta?
Not really. It's just the roguelike part that I like speedrunning. I think it comes from when I used to play Skyblock. It was, because, you know, Hypixel Dungeons, everything was about speed.
Mhm.
And then this kind of reminds me of it, because I used to be a dungeon sweat back then. So yeah, just being
Excellent.
able to do content fast. But I do like taking it slow as well sometimes. It's just dependent on the piece of content. Okay, we're good here. Click this room. Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Very. What keeps you motivated since we're not paying y'all?
It's just, I don't know, just, hey, I have free time, might as well just help out with the
Aw.
Monumenta community, and, you know, I want to see this game flourish, you know. As small as a community as we are, I'd like to see the game get bigger and bigger eventually, you know. It's just fun, you know. Minecraft is a game I grew up with, and I don't think I'll ever get bored of it. Might get burnt out here and there, but I'll always come back to play more. Monumental
Also-
feels like one of the servers that like I'm gonna stay here for a while. You know.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
You have any ideas on how to grow? How to grow our
Uh,
player base? That's always something we're interested in.
I'm not the guy that you should be talking to.
Just thought
But
I'd try.
yeah, but how it's going with R3 releasing, that's definitely a big one. And you know, I guess social media, I guess like social media marketing.
For
But
sure.
yeah.
Hmm. Why is Monumenta special to you as a game?
It's just different. I've just the community here is probably one of the bigger things. It's just super friendly. You know, there's always someone to talk to as well, which is really nice, or someone that's willing to help you out, whether it be early game, end game. Always finding people is like, hey, anyone want to do this piece of content? You know, they're pretty accepting. They'll like help you out, like show you new strats. And yeah, the community's fun. The game's also always getting updated. That's probably also another thing. Um, the developers are always just talking with the community, always getting updates. Like what's going on, balance changes. Like, oh yeah, these bugs are getting fixed. Everything's like so transparent. It's just super nice to see that.
Thank you for saying that. We appreciate that.
Of course.
What's your favorite of the enhancements that we've shown so far?
Ooh, visually, I think the Alk ones, like the new Alk potion effects, are super cool. Nice big particles, more damage. I was always a sucker for the Thunderstep recall. I think that's super cool.
Yeah, that's so Gigabrain.
Yeah,
can use
just
that
being
well.
able to get in, I was like, oh, kind of get out. It's super nice. Yeah, I'm actually just excited for all of them because I'm a multi-class player. I like changing it up, so just being able to like pick and choose enhancements are just super nice.
Definitely. What do you like to do outside of Monumenta? What are your hobbies? What brings you joy?
I guess playing other games. I'm a big roguelike fan. Hades, Gungeon, Risk of Rain 2. Those are the big ones I've been playing recently. Not as much as I used to since I don't have as much time. But yeah, just playing other games when I have the time. I used to be a runner as well. I used to go out for runs when I can. I was like training for marathons, training for like track and field.
Very good.
Yeah.
What's your best? What's your proudest record on that front?
Okay, I guess it's my mile time. I'm not good at like sprinting and whatnot. I don't have the legs for it, basically. But my personal best for a mile is 5:17. It's almost at sub 5, which I do plan on getting to sub 5 eventually. But I kind of fell to
Dadgum, I'm just considering that's really good, man.
Yeah, thank you, Ari. I appreciate it. And then I do also want to do a marathon. A marathon, if you didn't know, is 26.2 miles. Like the LA Marathon's probably the most prominent one. I do
I've
plan
seen
on
enough
doing
of the bumper
that.
stickers.
Oh, yeah.
13.1s and 26.2s.
Yeah. 26.2. It's gonna be a challenge. I think the longest marathon I've ever done was 17 miles. And that was hard. Dude, the 17-mile one, I had bad memories of doing that.
What are you aiming for on your time for that? Whenever you do run it, what do you want to run it in?
I think so 8-minute mile pace is like the mile pace I'd like to say is pretty average. If I remember, because I did a half marathon a couple years ago, and I think the time I got on that was like a little over 2 hours, which wasn't the best pacing. It was like 10-minute mile pace. Actually, no, it was like 9-minute now I think about it. But I think an 8-minute mile pace, if I do ever decide to do it, would be pretty good for me. Even 9 minutes would be fine. The most important part is that I finished the marathon.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah, I don't get cramped up in the middle or something like that. But yeah, 8-minute mile pace sounds good.
Sweet. Well, best of luck in that. Let us know.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Get something to celebrate.
Yeah. I don't think I'm doing it anytime soon, though.
That's fine.
Yeah.
'Cause you're
Marathons
lifting
are
right
actually... Huh? Can you say that again? Sorry.
Because you're lifting right now. We were just talking about that before you started.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm currently bulking right now. I'm a little bit on the skinny side, so the goal is to get to 160 by the end of the year, and then start working out or like cutting, and then start. I guess, yeah, more workout. But right
Awesome.
now, yeah, I'm just bulking.
I feel that.
Yeah.
What has surprised you most about moderating for Monumenta, or really just playing the game in general?
Uh, Honestly, it's not every time I do like, the same dungeon. It's always different, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Oh, I
The
know.
delve mods, playing a different class, like, oh, instead of going this way, let me go this way. And, just seeing different paths, just learning how to improve. And it's just surprising how much, like, replayability, I guess, even though it's, like, pretty much similar content. Yeah, there's just a lot of replayability, which I find kind of hard in a lot of games. It's like, like I'll finish the main story of a game. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll drop the game from there. But with Monumenta, it's like, like go play the Delve Epics, collect potions, like, oh, work on my plot. Oh, there's so many things like able to do. Just like,
Absolutely.
yeah, it keeps pulling me back in. It's like,
You said you played Hades earlier. Did you? How did you like that model of replayability? You had to get
I
about 10 runs to get the credits.
yeah, I definitely did enjoy it. With like, the ending definitely surprised me since I went in blind. It's like after the first ending, it's like, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta get back in. I need to see, his mother again. It's like, it didn't feel complete, so I just kept on grinding until I got the actual ending. And I definitely like that model, especially with how Hades does modifiers as well. Make the game more difficult depending on your preferences. It's just not randomized, which is really nice.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
What's your fondest memory playing Monumenta?
Honestly, I think it was the Parting Veil. I think the Parting Veil expansion was when Monumenta peaked for me. It was just there's so many new players. A lot of guild members too. They wanted to play a game, so we did runs. Doing the worlds first for each piece of content, forum, SR, depths. That was really fun. Just trying to be the first ones ever to beat it. And yeah, I just have a lot of fun memories doing it, which is really nice.
Good. Makes me happy.
Yeah.
What's your favorite video game, if you had to pick one?
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, that's kind of hard, Ari. Why'd you spring that on me? uh, I'm a big fan of the Pokemon series personally. I like, up to at least Gen 5. Gen 5 is probably
Nice.
my favorite one. Um, I really like JRPGs like Xenoblade and
Yeah.
the Dragon Quest series. Those are also fun. But if I had to pick one right now, I guess this is Xenoblade 3, honestly. I haven't had the experience like Xenoblade 3 in a while, and it's really stuck on me ever since I finished playing it.
I'm glad it lived up to the hype.
Yeah,
Because
definitely did.
by your status, you were very excited about that for a while.
I kind of forgot I kind of did that with my status. Yeah, Xenoblade 3 was just everything to me for the 2 weeks I was playing it. It's just, in the words of many, peak fiction.
Nice.
Yeah.
Only two? I remember like when Elden Ring came out, that just decimated the Monumenta dev activity.
I'm kind of scared. I do want to play Elden Ring eventually, but after hearing all the horror stories of once you start, it's like there's no coming back from it. So yeah,
It's easily 100 hours.
yeah.
My full run was about 200, but that was because I was playing very slowly.
Oh yeah, I definitely did that with my Xenoblade run through.
Nice.
That one took me 100 hours too. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in Elden Ring. It'll be my first Souls-like game as well, since I've heard so much praise from it.
Yeah, it's a good introduction to it.
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
nice. We're actually coming to the end of him, so are you cool with not starting another EC and just chatting?
Oh sure, yeah, we can. Oh, I can actually show you. I can give you a little tour of my plot if that's okay.
That is a great idea. I'll meet you over there. Here, I'm going to cut it and move over there. And we're recording again in Zale's plot. This is very cool. This almost looks like a POI.
Oh,
Very
thank you.
thematic.
Yeah, I'm very into trees, as you can probably tell. I love trees. I love building trees. Yeah, my little plot. Like most players' plot, it's just a facade basically. Everything underneath is still being built. But yeah, we got a nice little campsite for people to chill. Got my favorite player heads in the game.
Aw. Is that
Okay.
who's the duck?
It's Zerbo, but it has Cringe's hair or Cringeor's hair.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
For last Halloween, we did skin swaps or like skin fusions. So it's just that's my maid skin, but I have a duck hoodie, so it's me and Zerbo, and then yeah, that's a bunch of fusions,
Adorable.
basically. Yeah. There's a. I used to keep all my tier 5s up in that tree, but now I've moved them, thankfully. Because with the carriers, now I don't have to store them in individual chests and whatnot. But yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Horse stable for the horse I used to have. I won't name names, but it didn't disappear by itself. Just saying.
Murder.
I used to also have a pet wolf, but someone else, Nick not. Yeah, it disappeared.
Well, we'll have words with him then.
Yeah. And then
Chip would like you with your love of trees and your horse being murdered.
oh,
There's a long story with that.
yeah, I'll get to the.
He does not approve of horse murder.
Yeah, I can see that. And this is the only way to get into the plot, I guess. Yeah, it's a little secret entrance.
Cute.
My plot's inspired by Ito. You know, with him in his man cave, I've always liked building underground. This is like my mini man cave, I guess. Bunch of floral patterns, nice path, nice salvation, and then it's mostly a facade, but I like to keep my storage secret. So everything here is pretty much just decoration and whatnot. Item frames. I love having gold ore. We have no diamond ore, or else I'd put diamond ore.
It's a good accent. I like that.
Yeah, thank you. I still need a couple more pieces.
I'm guessing you have Fulbright. Or
yeah.
night vision. Okay.
Yeah, I should. I need to light up my place. Yeah, there's lighting in the top floors, but I haven't put any lighting in the bottom floors just yet. This is still being worked on. And then, like many other players, since this is a CTM map, or CTM genre, I do have a mini monument at the bottom of my plot.
Oh, that's a great idea. Dude! That's cute. I love this.
Yeah, the idea is, if we do get enough parrots, there's supposed to be a parrot on each end rod with this like similar color to each wool. I do have to work on that eventually. Like, you know, orange is like patron parrot. Oh, I'm missing an end rod. Okay.
I was about to say, why Magenta doesn't have a hat? Why do you hate Magenta?
I kind of do hate Magenta, actually. But it's okay. I love other dungeons.
This is very cool.
It's my least favorite. Thank you. And then, yeah, and then I can show you the secret spots. Probably wondering where I keep everything. It's because I usually have secret areas for everything. This is supposed to be like a trophy room, but it's not finished, so we'll just ignore that. And then this is just a quick way to get out of the plot if I ever need quick access out. Take us back to the top.
Cool. Perfect. You've put a lot of thought into this.
Yes, I love having these secret entrances. And then, yeah, I can show you my tier 5 room, I guess. Or I keep everything else in bulk storage. Yeah, it's not too pretty to look at, but you know, it gets the job done. That's all that matters. Yeah, I usually have everything labeled. A bunch of tier 5s if I ever need to like get like 50,000 FX, I guess. And then the carriers. The carriers are probably the thing I'm most proud of. Is keeping like several carriers. Not as big as Pax's collection. I'm pretty sure you've seen his collection.
Maybe in his interview, I think he might have showed those off.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah. And then we do have. Oh, are you a big fan of unattainables, by the way, Ari?
Not especially. I've got a few, but why don't you show me yours?
Okay.
If you want.
Is it? I keep mine under the staircase.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's a bunch of graves. I don't know how I got most of them, honestly. It's like the cache, the vault lockbox at the bottom. A couple of the boss chests that don't have the uppercase or the bolded letters. And then I think this is my most impressive unattainable. I don't know how I got it. It was like in a magenta run, but it's you might have to turn up pickup for that.
I think I might have chat off. Hold on. Oh.
Yeah, no worries.
There we go. Sorry.
Yeah.
There it is. Stone set. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that there were any left with sharpness like that.
I know. It's also got durability. It's super
Ooh.
strange. I don't know how I picked it up, but it's definitely the one thing I'm most proud of having as an unattainable, I guess.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, what are some of your other favorite things? Favorite, music, TV show, movie, artist?
Um.
What other things do you enjoy?
Actually. So TV shows, I'm not too big on TV shows. Oh, this is my potion storage room, by the way. It's all unlabeled, but you can take a look if you want.
What's important is you know where it is.
Yeah, pretty much. TV shows, I'm not too big at TV shows. I think the last thing I saw was The Boys season 3. Season 3 Boys was pretty good, I will say. Big fan of that. And then I stopped watching anime. I think actually no, I can't say that. The most recent one I watched was Licorice Recoil. That was a pretty good anime, but I really into that. I am a big fan of music personally. I have like several playlists. Since I grew up in like the early 2000s, my main playlist is like early 2000s. So you got like Bruno Mars, Nicki, Justin Bieber, Katy Perry. I'm a really big Katy Perry fan actually. I love her songs. Taylor Swift, Carly Rae, Avril Lavigne, T-Pain, Usher, things like that.
Yeah.
I have more contemporary artists. You got like Migos, Doja, Panic at the Disco, and then there's a couple of my favorites. Just to say, like Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor is like a really good rock group. I love them. And then my most standout artist this year has got to be Ginger Root. I love Ginger Root's music. It's like a little bit of alternative, a little bit of like upbeat city kind of thing. I really love his music. And then I'm a pretty big music nerd now.
I can
about
tell.
it.
That's great.
Yeah, and then other playlists I have city pop, J-pop, J-rock. I got the Peggies, Psyche. Psyche's a really good band I discovered this year. I like their music.
What genre is Psyche?
Psyche, it's Japanese pop and also rock. It is one pop song I really like. I can't really say it because it's like it's in Japanese and I can't read Japanese, but pretty good. But yeah, and then I got back into EDM this year. I went to a rave this year actually during the summers. Yeah, it's called Hard Summer. I, like many other people, probably went through like a Monster Cat phase, like through middle school and high school. So with all these Minecraft YouTubers with like their outros just being EDM, and it's like or like a Monster Cat song. I discovered EDM through that, and then I also met Porter Robinson, or discovered his music with Shelter, that one Shelter music video.
Yeah, I do like Porter.
Yeah, that was
When you say you met
amazing.
him at the rave?
Yes, that's actually the main reason why I went to the rave.
Dude, that's super cool. Porter's great.
Yeah, I have a couple of pictures of, or just recordings of his shows, but if probably get the video DMCA now I think about it. But his set was really cool. He also does his own show. It's called Second Sky. I do want to see that eventually. But yeah, the rave culture is super cool. Like I thought I wouldn't like it since I'm kind of introverted, like a little bit, like a little bit of social anxiety, I guess. But yeah, just mostly introverted. But rave culture is just super cool. Just people just jamming out to music. Got to see and discover new artists. You got some of my favorites were like Side Piece, Wax Motif, ISO, Porter Robinson, like I said, Sullivan King, Side Piece, Kid. There's like so many new genres to discover. So, yeah, I'm just slowly getting back into EDM. There's like so many genres. You got like techno, EDM, dubstep, house, trance, trap, remixes. My favorite genres are going to be like house and trance. But yeah, it's just super cool. Just discovering new music.
I like your funny words, Magic Man. I do not know the difference between those.
Yeah, they all just kind of go whoop, 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 whoop.
No, I'm sure there's more distinction. I'm not trying to be reductive. I just don't know them.
Yeah,
that's cool.
No worries. That's what it sounds like to like outside people. Because I was basically like that, but yeah, there's a lot to see or hear, I guess. Yeah.
Excellent. What is something about you that I would never think to ask that you would like to tell us about? Like a free space question.
Free space? Oh, favorite Pokemon. That's a good question.
Yeah, there you go. What's your favorite Pokemon? And favorite gen?
Favorite gen?
Because everyone has one.
For nostalgia, it's Gen 4. I grew up playing Gen 4. So my favorite Pokemon from that is the Turtwig line. I'm a really big fan of like grass starters. So like Turtwig's my favorite one. then like Dialga, like giant metal blue dinosaur looking thing. It's like what kid wouldn't love that? But besides nostalgia, Gen 5 has to be my favorite. That's probably the game I put like the second most hours in. I think I had like 500 hours in platinum at one point as a kid.
Wow.
So like, yeah, I was really into that. But yeah, Gen 5, probably my favorite. I just like the sprite work. All the Pokemon from there are really cool. But my favorite Pokemon now is the Minccino line, if you know what that is.
I don't. I haven't kept up with it past Gen 3, really.
Minccino's a Gen 5. It's like I wouldn't say the Pikachu clone of that generation, but it's like a gray rat basically. But it was just I stumbled upon it when I played Pokemon Showdown. If you don't know what Pokemon Showdown is, this is an online site to play competitive Pokemon.
Nice.
And when Gen 8 came out,
like competitive Pokemon, the TCG or the games themselves?
Oh no, like the single battles and double battles, like in the game itself.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't do actually for TCG I do Yu-Gi-Oh, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, but yeah, there was just this one Pokemon. It's called Darmanitan Galar. It was like the fastest Pokemon, like in the generation. It's like super strong as well. Basically a choice band on a choice band. And I was just thinking, I was like, like what Pokemon could counter this? And I was like, oh, there's this Pokemon. It's called Cinccino. And it basically just one-shots it if you give it a choice scarf. And it was like, a super out-of-pocket Pokemon. It was like, just to bring in. And usually people get overconfident. And it's like, I was like, oh, it's just a Darmanitan Galar. It'll just one-shot this thing. But no, it's just super fun just to one-shot it back. And it's like, I got you there. Oh, I got rid of your most powerful Pokemon. And yeah, it just always stuck with me ever since then. Yeah, just the Cinccino. It's just, yeah, amazing.
Very good. Well, that was actually the last question, so maybe you should tell me about Yu-Gi-Oh! Now.
Okay. I grew, probably like most other people, I grew up playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon, they were like my childhood. Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to be a big fan of it in the TCG. I had like an actual physical deck. It was like Synchros. I really like Synchros. Yeah, it was like shooting Quasar or something like that. Like, I took a break from it because like it kind of costs a lot of money to build TCG decks. I was like, just not spend that. But when Master Duel, yeah.
What is the minimum number of boosters you have to buy before you're a legit builder?
Oh,
you say? What's
it's
the
not
threshold
about
between
at that
casual?
point. At that point, just don't even buy boosters. It's like you just buy the cards individually.
Oh wow! Like where? Like online?
Yeah, online. TCG Player. I think that's what the website's called. It was like you buy cards from there. It's
nice.
Like cards, couple hundred sometimes, but yeah. I got back into it with Master Duel. It was like online. Didn't have to spend money at all. It was just kind of gacha, I guess. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm a really big gacha addict.
What's your favorite?
So the only ones I'm playing right now is Genshin, Dokkan, and Danmachi. Oh yeah. Oh, that's also another good question I should have asked. Like favorite lore series outside of Monumenta. That's a good one. But
Which
yeah.
is?
Danmachi. I'm a really big fan of Danmachi. I love the lore. I love the world building of it. Season 4 actually just ended, at least the first part. I'm really excited because they're introducing a new familia that was technically wiped out, I guess, the Estrella familia. And they haven't really touched on it in like the light novels or the anime itself, but they have touched on it in the mobile game. So I kind of have like a background of like the characters. It's like in the Estrella familia and like the specific connections it has with like the tragedy on like the 19th floor and how it relates to like one of the characters, Ryu. But I don't know. I'm just kind of gushing.
I'm way over my head. Yeah, sorry.
Don't worry. I'm kind of gushing about it. It's
Well,
I just love this series.
Glad it's got good lore. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to play ED and speed run through as I tried to chase your coattails.
No worries, Aries.
That was good.
Glad
fun.
you came along.
Do you have anything else that you want to say to the audience while you're on mic?
Come join FPF Discord. Come release fish every Friday. Oh yeah, we do have a bit in the FPF guild. We specifically release like this certain fish gif. It's like I could send you it if you really want.
You release the fish gif. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Grammatically, is that a sentence? Okay, cool. I'll put it.
Yeah. You can probably like edit it into the video or something.
I'll put it right here.
Yeah.
So whatever y'all are seeing right now, that's the fish gif.
Yeah, we release this specific GIF every Friday. We have like a dedicated channel. The goal is to hit 1,000 like fish released by the end of the year. We're like over 400 right now. It started like this year in like March. And it's just fun just to see like people come every Friday like release fish. But yeah, if
Amazing.
that's a PSA, yeah, come join FPF, release fish. Yeah.
Excellent. So ping him if you need access to FPF. Zale's your man.
Yeah, I got you. Hopefully.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Of course.
Hope you
Thank
have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and thank you all for watching. Thank you for the interview and for being such a great mod.
Of course. Thank you so much, Ari. Appreciate everyone.
All right. Bye.